Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Leo, we're just slinging cards, my friends. I'm going to use my Modern Spellcasters Tarot. I'm just pulling out cards. I'm going to see what the message is for you, and that's how it's going to be. So, that's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be. I don't know what's going on. I'm shoveling so nice until I really got serious here. All right. That's better. Okay, Leo. Let's start pulling cards for Leo, Pussycat Nation. Leo, Pussycat Nation, Leo. And what are we starting with? Ten of Pentacles. Starting at the top, baby. Starting at the top. That's where we're starting with Leo. The Ten of Pentacles. Could be talking about your home. Could be talking about your work. Could be talking about what you're going to do with all your money. Oh, the King of Pentacles. All right, then. The Seven of Cups. Oh, it kind of literally is. Like, what do you do with all your money? I don't know. How much money do you have, Leo? Oh my God, one more. Oh, the Ten of Cups. I mean, you make happiness. That's what you do. That's what you should do. I feel like, Leo, if it's almost like, I would say, this is kind of like the energy of somebody who you could describe as kind of not having it all, but on their way to having it all, right? That's what I see here for you. On your way to having it all. So the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, I just want to say that you could have a lot of comfort in your home life. It just looks like to me somebody who has a lot of financial stability. Could be kind of at the top of your game in your work as well, if that's it's resonating for you. But right, it's I want to say it's on the emotional front. There's a big question mark. But then the Ten of Cups is coming in. So this is bringing like a really nice energy coming towards you, whether you know it or not. Happiness in your home life and or your work life, could be both of them. I'm getting like this interesting energy here that's coming into your reading. It's almost like the energy of people wondering about you. So I don't know if people are wondering about you here. What goes under the 10? Under the 10 of Pentacles is the Two of Swords. Under the King of Pentacles is the Strength card. Under the Seven of Cups is the Seven of Pentacles. Under the Ten of Cups is the King of Swords. Wow. What path are you choosing? I really honestly feel like you've accomplished something here financially for yourself. At whatever level that is. Like, you've accomplished something financially for yourself here. I want to say you've got sort of the backing. You have financial backing. I don't know what this reading is about, but it looks like you've got some sort of financial backing. You're chasing your dreams, though. Maybe you've got enough finances here to chase your dreams. And this isn't like where you are right now. I feel like it's at least kind of talking about something that you're moving towards. Because you could be. I mean, you could be sitting in a period right now where you're not quite sure which way the wind is blowing for you. I don't know. It looks like it's blowing in a good direction. It looks like it's blowing towards you coming up with a new plan here that is more focused on the happiness that you find in what you're doing, the happiness of the time that you spend with people. The King of Swords is interesting too. I want to say it's also a period where your mind is very, very clear. You see your way forward with great clarity. Yeah, things are gonna look good. So, okay. It's interesting too. It's not really coming out to me like, well, this is this facet of your life. I want to say it's a pretty big facet of your life in terms of it's either home, work, or both. Like, it has something to do with your physical stability and finance in life. And having enough of that to start chasing your dreams here. Dreams of happiness, living a beautiful life. Like, so, what's on? What else we got over here? I do like 3 piles for everyone this week. Okay, so then we have the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, this card fall, the High Priestess, the Tower, the universe is telling you to change something here. I think the universe is telling you to change something. Hi, Mr. Larry, you want the garage again? Oh, this cat's driving me. Let's wait. Let's wait for him to ask for it. I'll wait for him to ask for it. So I think the universe is asking you, back in again, is asking you to change something here. Yeah? You want to go in the garage? Where are you? What are you doing in there? The universe, we're going to try this again. The universe is asking you to, and I think though, like cut something out here. Put some, this is like take a leap of faith is what this is. With the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to keep talking while I let Larry the cat into the garage. The Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, in the Tower. This is like a long-term plan. Okay. Or he's chasing mice. I don't know. I think there's mice in the garage, or at least he believes there is, and it's keeping him quite entertained. So this is almost like some sort of a long-term practical plan that you have been doing. Okay. And you may not have known where it was going, or you may have even thought to, well, this is just how it's going to be. Like, you know, indefinitely. Like, that's just the feeling of that. This is just something you're doing indefinitely. The universe is asking you to cut it out and to take a big change in direction. But it's almost like all part of the master plan for you in some way. It's like, if you've been on some sort of progressive road here in your life, but it also, maybe it's not, oh, that's interesting too, because it's almost like you've taken, right, you have this over here. Have you accomplished something here in some facet of your life that, you know, you really can't take it any further? It's almost like regular scheduled programming being interrupted. And isn't it funny the way Larry came in and did that? Like the regular scheduled programming here, I mean, he interrupted twice. First, kind of subtly, like I'm just, you know, I'm walking in here and then I'm walking over there. So you know what it is that I want. And I'm like, no. So then he came and he got my attention and then he meowed. So I don't know if the universe has been trying to get your attention and showing you a change here. A change in direction. And maybe this change in direction, I don't know. Maybe this is even something that will lead you here. Like if you've been doing the Knight of Pentacles for a while, one foot in front of the other, there's some sort of a need for a big change. And the universe has been guiding you on this path, but I feel like trying to get you to divert a bit. Okay, what goes under the 5 of Swords? The Ace of Wands. Under the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Under the High Priestess, the Lovers. I kind of like it because the Lovers can be romantic, but it's definitely about our divine choices. And what is the High Priestess? The universe trying to show you a divine path here. The Tower. It's the Death card, but I'm hearing like immediately I pull it out and I'm just hearing like it's to rebirth something. It's to rebirth something in your life. If something has inspired you, it's to cut out some type of steady, steadfast, persistent ritual in your life. is to find your call. It's like find your calling. The Tower and the Death card. The whole last part of this is all major arcana. It's like something that you're meant to do, someplace you're meant to go, something you're meant to build. It's pretty big. It's 4 major arcana, all supporting each other right at the end. So this could even be too somebody who's built something up in the world and in their life in a particular way. And it's a dramatic change. Okay, so this, I said it in the video that came out yesterday on my channel with the Galactic Council. But you know what this reminds me? I just finished watching. It's a really short little thing. I actually kind of wish it was a little bit longer. I want to see what's going to happen next. I guess I could read the Bible and find out. It's called, is it Chosen? Is it The Chosen or just Chosen? Anyways, on Netflix. And I was fascinated mostly by Matthew. I loved him. I thought he was great. And he's a tax collector, right? Oh, it's the story of Jesus. Or just a part of the story of Jesus, just before he's really coming out. His coming out party. What is this leading up to Jesus' coming out party? We'll call it that. So, and Matthew in this, like he's a tax collector, right? I mean, that's kind of a historical fact. But they play it out here. And you could even say this, like he's living in this great place. He has, this is the kind of home that most people would only dream of. Not a lot of people like him because he is working for the Romans and collecting the taxes, right? And, but yeah, he's really got a place for himself there. And he could just continue with this indefinitely. Just indefinitely continue with this, right? And then he meets the man. He meets the Messiah. He meets Jesus. And he's just changes him. It's just like, you know, and then I'm trying to remember now. I should watch it again. It was short. I think I will watch it a second time. I really liked it too because it was just people just seemed like relatable in it. And I'm trying to remember the first time he met Jesus. Did he see him do a miracle or something? And then anyways, he's touched by this, right? And so then Jesus is walking by his collection toll booth. He's like, Matthew, come. And he has to defy the Roman who's guarding the booth. And he's like, no, I'm going. And the Roman's like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that. And he's like, no, I gotta go. There's something about that here. Like there's something like that here because it's the universe. It's almost like suddenly the universe crosses your path and shows you your divine choice. And it's perhaps a catastrophic change in who you are and who you've been up to this point, but it is all about your rebirth, right? I mean, because Matthew, I'm going to go with it. I think, yeah, because you always hear Matthew something, the book of Matthew or whatever. He was taking notes. So he was kind of like, I'm going to follow this guy and I'm going to take notes. Oh, it was at the shore when he made all the fish come into Simon? I don't remember his name. Into his net in his boat. So he was recording this stuff, right? So he stepped away from a life that had a lot of fortune, a lot of stability, prominence, even if not everybody liked him. He was living in a nice house. He had all sorts of sandals to choose from. And then he ends up on this divine path. But he ends up being historically documented too, right? He never would have been historically documented as just a tax collector, never having the story with Jesus. So I don't know where the hell your reading is going, but it is like that, right? Like it is like, because it's a profound, like, oh my God, I need to cut this out of my life. This is not what I should be doing, right? Like it's having like that moment with this Ace of Wands. And it's funny, when I was watching Chosen, I thought, I know there's a reason I'm watching this. Like I'm watching it more of my own. I don't know actually why I clicked on it, because I'm always cautious of that stuff being way too religious. Anyways, I think religion has destroyed the whole concept behind Jesus. But this then, like it is like clearly and like with a true, clear, cognizant ability to cut out a very well-trodden path, cutting out a well-trodden path here and following what? The book of God. Like the book of God tells you to do. This is your path. And then you are reborn, right? And then, oh yeah, in the Chosen too was John the Baptist. They threw him in jail because he was baptizing people, right? They were reborn into, I guess, what would be, I don't know, that Jesus never said, make a religion out of me, man. Never said it. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but this is literally like, to me, it's like looking at Matthew. That's how I would describe this energy. It's like looking at Matthew and then this divine path, like being the tax collector and then meeting Jesus and following that. I don't know how that's to your life. I'm going to do a middle one. Okay. Let's do a middle one. Yeah, however this is a big, you're going to have a rebirth here. And so let's just simplify it. You're going to have a rebirth, regardless of how financially profitable or how much, this is just somebody's comfortable. Let's just say it's comfortable, okay? Comfortable. And then coming off that path, that well-trodden path of predictability and comfort, and you are being reborn. You're being reborn here into, I want to say like a divine calling. It's definitely your path that you are meant to trodden down. And, because the Tower's here, I kind of want to say, if anyone had told you this like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you wouldn't have believed it. Right? Like if somebody had come up to Matthew, the your tax collector, and said, you're going to walk away from all of this one day. And you're going to follow this guy who has no home. He just wanders around and he heals people. I'm like, okay. You're just going to walk away from all this. And you're going to hang out with Jesus. But not knowing who Jesus was, right? Like this guy, he's just like kind of a nomad, just wandering around, finding new friends. The Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the King of Cups. I kind of want to say like the King of Cups is like Jesus. I want to say that because again, there's either two fish or two dolphins, which are like divine healing energy. This is an interesting reading, Leo. Because the cards that have come out here look to me like it's still talking about this pentacle energy. This Four of Pentacles. And sorry, I'm still getting over my son's cold. I call it his cold because he brought it to the house. I'm sure he picked it up from school. From someone else there. And so on and so forth. This is like somebody who is just kind of like, even miserly. Somebody who could have even been miserly here. Or, just balancing day in and day out. He was, too, in a very protective energy. This is hope. Why is Jesus coming into your reading? Like, it really is like that. This is the cup of hope. And then where does it take you? To the depths of your own existence, of who you are. What's under the Four of Pentacles? The Wheel of Fortune. It could be. It could be even you deciding to take a financial change in your life. The Six of Swords. Where are we going, universe? Where are we going? Well, to hope. The Cup of Hope to the King of Cups. The Chariot. the Page of Pentacles, the Student. This energy is so crazy. It's like I'm reading like the story of Matthew. And then the Four of Wands with the King of Cups. This is almost like a spiritual pilgrimage. And it literally is like Jesus is coming to the reading. Like there's something like that here. I mean, you saw the cards. Like, how else would you describe it? I know you could describe it in other ways, but I feel like because I know sometimes I watch shit. I'm watching something right now too that I know is going to be coming into readings. I feel like I'm just supposed to download shit and it's like a sponge. Spew it out to the masses. Or the small masses that come. So, because this is like that. Like, this is someone who is, are you, like, it's almost like disciple. What, like, and it's, like, it's channeling. I go to try to say something and then it gets, like, hit out of my head and mouth and something else comes in to replace it. Like, because this Page of Pentacles to me is like, what did they all become? Everyone who was following Jesus. They were like his disciples. They're like students of God. Like, you become a student of God, of the universe. And I'm just saying too, like this King of Cups is coming out like Jesus, like, and baptized. It's very, I don't want it to be religious. It's not meant to be. Like, those terms aren't necessarily religious, but you could say that they are connected to biblical descriptions of events and happenings. Right? So, the Six of Cups. I just heard you've done this before. You've done this before, but like not in this lifetime. This is crazy. This is a really crazy reading. I did not expect this when I sat down to do your reading. This is like a disciple of the Monolith. I want to call it the Monolith. The video that I did, the reading that I did yesterday. Well, actually, I did it today, but it's released. I always do it ahead of time, but something like that, I just release it right away. So I just did it like a couple hours ago. And one of the things for me was sort of like Messiah energy, but it came out like monolith. I just see it like a monolith, a monolithic experience. That's what this is. And isn't that funny too? Because it was the lion leader, the council it's a lion head. You can go and watch the video. Right, and then here you are with this Leo energy. But this is literally like, it's that story. So anyways, I don't need to clarify anything. It's so clear, but it's so obscure and so unexpected now. Like, so I'm going to do your extended. The extended. I'm looking at your Karma Dharma baby. That'd be interesting. So I'm using the Return of Spirit Oracle deck in the Karma Dharma. Holy crap. You got Divinity under there already. Like, I've pre-shuffled this. Divinity. This is a very spiritual reading. You're on a very spiritual path. You're taking a very spiritual path. You're taking a path of biblical historical value. That means. So I'm going to look at your Karma Dharma. The Karma is kind of like lessons that you're still working through, energies that you're still alchemizing. And then the Dharma is lessons fulfilled and learned and the rewards that you receive in that. So that's your Karma Dharma baby. Yeah. And tarot. I'm going to like throw some tarot in there too. So that's what I have for you, Leo. There you go. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.